Hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. We'll start in 5 minutes. Like not 5 minutes. We'll start at 5:05. Okay. We'll just wait for a few other participants to join. After that, we'll start. Yeah. So hi everyone. Good evening. So welcome to Jojo Python classes. So today we will start with basic Python and we'll demonstrate like few topics regarding Python. So first of all, I would like to know like is my voice audible to everyone? You can put up in the chats. Okay, fine, good. Okay, so we'll start. So for that, first of all, I'll share my screen. Yeah, here it is. I guess my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, so this is what Google Collab is like. Yesterday I talked about it, like what is Google Collab and whatever practical things what we'll be doing here, like all the stuffs we will be doing over here itself. Okay, so this is the place where we will be having just a minute, single minute. Yeah. Okay, so this is the place where we will be writing the live code and we will be like getting the output for it, and output error everything will be getting for it. Okay, so this is the place where we will be doing everything from now onwards, right? So today what we are gonna see is, first of all, we will be like, we have seen like what is Python, what is the use case of Python, and like everything about Python, advantages, disadvantages, companies using Python, and etc. Whatever it is, like everything we just now we know about Python, like what is Python, right? Now let's see how to implement Python, what is the syntax in it, what are the various terms in it. Okay, so now let's focus on that, right? So first of all, for that, so this is here, like here I'll be, so this is something like, this is an editor where we can write the text also, we can do the formatting like h1, h2, h3, whatever it is, okay, bold, italic, and after that we can also write the code. So here we can see like this is there is a place of code where we can add this cell, that code cell, and we can write the codes, but also in the text part, like we can add the text. So I have already added text. Okay, so how, whenever we see like double click or enter to edit, this is a text cell, right? And this everything, this means this one is a single cell, this one is different cell, so every line is here a cell, right? Now here I'll double click and I'll write. As you can see, I have got the formatting things. So this is just an introduction about what Google Collab is. Okay, fine. Now let me start with, like, comments. First of all, like okay, let me start with comments. Like what are comments? Okay, and like how we can use it, right? So I'll just bold it out. Okay, comments, right? So comments can be of single line. Okay, single line comments. Okay, comments can be of multi-line comments, right? So in comments we can have two types, single line or multi-line. Suppose there is a case where we just want to have one. So first of all, like what is comment, right? Comment is something that we give before writing a code. Okay, so suppose we are writing a block of code, correct, and we want other people to understand, or ourselves also to understand, like what this code block is happening. Okay, this is a line which does not get interpreted or compiled. Okay, this line doesn't get compiled with the Python program, right? So that's what is comment. Comment is just a simple syntax that doesn't get compiled. It is an informative sentence that provides us information about what our code block is. Okay, so what are the types of comment? So comments are of two types, single line and multi-line. Okay, so for single line comments, like we'll see and demonstrate like what are single line and double line comments. For till then, let's see different things. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just take a bulleted things and I'll write here. I'll write here single line and here multi-line. Okay, done. Okay, so now let's see. And to run any cell, okay, as I told, this is a cell, right? As I told, this is complete a cell. Okay, now if we want to run this cell, what we can do? Okay, we have to press and shift plus enter, correct? And as soon as we press shift plus enter, we can see that this has been compiled and we can get the output, right? Similarly with the code block also. Now let's demonstrate comments, right? So comment is always identified in Python by hash symbol. Like this is the symbol of comment. Okay, if we put anywhere, like in with any line, if you put this hash symbol, that means that complete line is commented and that will not be executed. Okay, now let's see with an example. So this is our first comment in our code. Okay, or program, correct? So Now, so this is how a comment we do a commenting, right? So this is the first line comment. So how we can write? Okay, here I'll write. Okay, sorry. Here I will be writing what it is. Okay, so I'll write here. This is one line comment. Okay, so this is how we define one line comment. And as I told you, if we can just run this cell, and when I press shift and enter, this cell will be running. Okay, so the very first time it will just allocate and connect with the Google server and this Google Collab server. And after that, once it is connected, and it will be green over here, and the code will be compiled. So it is initializing connected. Right now we'll get an output. So here nothing will be will get as output, because we have not done anything. Right, so as we can see, this is fully compiled, this cell is compiled, but we didn't get any error or any output. That's what, because we were having this comment here, comment section over here. Okay, done. Now what if when we have more than one line comments? So let's suppose we have three line comment. Okay, now okay, so I just simply told like, yes, this has not run. Okay, now let's remove this hash symbol and again run this. I'll for running again. I'm saying I'm pressing shift plus enter. Here it is. See what I got: invalid syntax. Why? Because Python is interpreting that and it is compiling that, and when it is compiling, it is getting an error. Right? That's what, because we are giving this symbol. Now if I run this, it will not throw any error. It will just run simply. Correct? Now what if this is I can say first line, this is, okay, sorry, this is second line, okay, this is third line. Okay, so I have these three lines and I want to comment it out, all the lines I want to comment it out. What I can do, so simply what I can do is I can go over here, I can give everywhere like this symbol. Okay, it will be commented, right, in everywhere, in every line I have to give that. But what if I want to give it as a whole? Okay, so for that we are using triple apostrophes, triple quotes. Okay, so this is the thing, to like use as a symbol for multi-line comments. So for single line comment we are using hash symbol, and when it comes to multiple lines comments, we are using triple apostrophes. Okay, and at the end too we will be giving this triple quotes. Okay, now if I run this again, it will not cause any error. Okay, so correct. Now what if suppose now let's write our first program. Just for now ignore this. Okay, I'll come to this. Just for now ignore this, I'll come to this. Okay, now let's write our first program. So in our first program, as yesterday we were demonstrating about like Python with different programming languages like C++ or C, we might have seen to print any statement what print keyword we were using, and there was a particular with apostrophes and brackets, there was a complete syntax for that, right? So let's see that now. So now I just use and again one comment. Okay, I want to print this hello world. Okay, no, let's try something different. Hello students, welcome to Suzo Python classes. Okay, so I want to print this line from hello to class. Okay, now in Python how can we do that? Okay, I'll just come to different line. That is very simple. In Python we'll just use up to any print anything, we are using same keyword, that is print. Okay, now just we need to focus on the its syntax, right? The syntax is also quite simple. Okay, print brackets. Okay, after that whatever we wanted to write, hello students. Okay, welcome to Jujo sorry classes. Right, now if I execute this, okay, I have so many lines over there, correct, and I also have this line only. So now I'm very sure like you will be able to answer like which line will be interpreted and what we will be getting as an output. Let's see that. Okay, and when I run this, I got an output and that went away. That what I told you to just ignore for now, that disappeared, right? That was coming just for the reference. Okay, the memory reference, that was coming because we were not doing anything, we were not printing anything. That's the reason that was coming, right? No issues for that. So now we come to know like how we can print our statement, okay, in any statement in this Python, right? Done. So up to now, what we have seen, first of all, we have seen like what is comments, okay, what single line comments, and the types of comment, that is single line and multiple line, okay. After that, we came to see like how to print any statement or how to display any statement as a output, correct? So this is the output block, okay. Here we'll be seeing all the outputs, correct? Now let's move to next cell, and what we were like supposed to see, yeah. So up to now, I hope everything is clear, correct? Now let's move to different topic, that is indentation, correct? Before that, I'll be writing again. I'll be taking a text one. So when I come here, it will automatically show me text or code. What next cell I want to add? I want to add text, okay? And here I will write indentation, correct? Now you might wonder what is indentation, correct? What is indentation? Literally, what is indentation? I don't know what is indentation. So why it is not taking? Just a minute. Yeah, I don't know why it's not getting bold. Okay, no issues. Let's focus on the main thing. Indentation, correct? Now, what is indentation? So, many people here will be from different backgrounds, like different programming languages. Many people will have coming from C or C++, Java, or any other different languages, right? There, we are having braces, right? We are having this, right? And let me ask, like, what is the use of that thing in other languages? So these braces are used as a notifier for the Python compiler, for that particular language compiler, to just know here the line starts and here the command, like here the command starts, here the command, like here the command starts with the single this, and when I give this, that means the command ends, right? This is the command end block, okay. But the same thing Python does with indentation. Indentation is nothing just but a like a tab space, correct? Now let's demonstrate. Just for now, just don't get into the topic. I'm using a conditional thing, that is if else I'll be using, okay. Just for now, I'll be explaining it when I'll be teaching that conditional statements, right? But up to now, just to show you the demonstration of indentation, I'm just getting on it, okay. Now if I write if, okay, don't bother for anything, man, just for now, okay. If 5 is greater than 3, okay. So see, when okay, let me introduce, like, okay, so when I return the, so this is the syntax for if statement, correct? And this is colon being used for the if statement. I'll come to that when I will be covering the if else topic, right? Now whenever I press enter over here, see, it's taking automatically, it's taking a this space, one tab space, correct? It is automatically taking one tab space. Now you might wonder why it is taking. So this is the thing what other languages do with braces, Python here does with this tab space. That is known as indentation, correct? So this is indentation over here. Now I'll write if 5 is greater than 3, then print yes, okay. I just print yes, okay, right? Now if I run this code, see, I'll get an input yes, right? Now let's remove this and see what error we are getting, correct? And here, as you can see, we have removed that, right? Now again, if I run this, I'll get an indentation error. See, expected an indent block, okay, and the indent the error name is indentation error. So this is, now here the things come, that why I was talking about practical thing, the benefits of practical thing. See, like I got an error, right? Now how can I identify my error, like what my error is saying to me, okay? So whatever the thing behind the colon is, okay, before the colon is the title of the name of the error. So what error I am getting here? Indentation error, right? We will be seeing as we go deep into this course, we will be seeing different types of error, okay, and we have to get familiar with that so that we can know them, like we need to identify them, right? That's what reason. So here I just missed the indentation, that's why it is telling an indentation error. So this is the title of the error. Now here I this is what the message that is being sent by me, by the interpreter. Okay, sent by the interpreter to me. Okay, what it is telling, okay, indentation error done. Like, what is indentation error? Now it is asking at line number 2, it is asking an expected and indented block, right? That means my interpreter is asking at line number 2, please give an indented block. Okay, now if I give it here a tab space, okay, I'll go here. Okay, I came here, I'll give a tab space, correct? Now if I run this, it will show me the output. So this was all about indentation. Okay, nothing big deal, no rocket science, correct? Okay, clear everyone? Okay, now again, now let's move to different topic. What that topic is? Variables. Okay, so variables is a very fundamental part of any programming language, that can be of anything. Okay, that's what the difference is. Something like defining a variable is different in C or C++ or Python, but the concept and the theory part is very same. Okay, now again, I'll take a text box and I will write variables, correct? And again, I'll do a bold statement. Let's see this time it's take or not. It takes. It's not taking, I don't know why. Okay, I missed one thing. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, variables, correct? Now what are variables? Okay, what are variables? Okay, now what are variables? Let me explain. So variables are something, okay, that means like we are defined. Suppose there is a thing, okay, there is a Ram, okay, or a XYZ person, and I want to define his age, right? His age I want to define. How will I say? Suppose there is a person called XYZ, okay, and I want to call him. I want to know his age, or I want to tell everyone his age, right? How we will do? What I will say, Ram's age is 24. Ram's age is, or XYZ is, XYZ age is 25, correct? Now what I am doing? I am just taking a name, right? That is XYZ, okay? And I am defining a value to that. Okay, I am giving and providing, or I can say defining. I can define a value to that XYZ. So that XYZ is a variable, and after that, what value am I assigning? That is the value of that variable, right? So every language has many kinds of variables, several kinds of variables. Okay, now will we see what happened? Okay, just wait. Okay, yeah, so every language has some variables, kinds of variables. Okay, so here, um first of all, we will be seeing, like, we came to know about like what is variable, correct? Now we will be seeing how to create a variable. Okay, now again, I'll come to this. So this is a code block, as we can see here, it's a symbol to that. So here I will write create a variable. Now absolute yes, I need to give this as a I can say comment. Okay, so I just commented it out so that it will be not like compiled or interpreted. Okay, now how to define a variable? So in Python, there is nothing kind of we need to define its variable type or its size in like C or C++. We don't need to do anything. We not need to take tension about it. Okay, what we will do, we will simply do one thing. Okay, so we will be taking the variable name. Okay, for example, let's take x. Okay, so x is my variable name and is equals to, and after that I am assigning a value to that. What value I can assign? Any value I can assign. Suppose it is an integer value. Okay, so I'm giving x is equals to 5. Okay, what is integer, string, and everything? I'll be coming to that very soon. Okay, so I have assigned it. Okay, and one more now if I print this, so how to print? You all know, right? Print this bracket, and there we will pass only x. That means we are calling this. We are calling this x. Okay. After that, we just run this command. Okay, this cell will get 5. We got the output 5. Whatever was stored in the x, right? Now, what if we want to store something like, my name? Okay, my name is Abhishek, and I want to store it in store here, right? Now, again, I'll take a y variable. So in Python, if we want to, like, there are various types of data types, right? Integer type, string type, float type. Okay, many more types are there. So we'll see that. So whatever we are giving without quotes, that is integer, right? And what, so Integer is codes are used to define string. Okay, what are string? String are alphabets or characters that we want to possess or we want to like interpret. Okay, so here we'll be giving an codes, and after in that I will be writing Abhishek. Okay, now again for printing Abhishek, I just need to call. I know I there is no need to write Abhishek again. We just will be passing this y and it will be printed. So you can see Abhishek printed got printed due to this, and due to this 5 got printed. Correct. So this is what like creating a variable is. Okay. After that, there are few types. Okay, what are the types? Types are like in every Python programming languages there are data types, right? What are data types? Integer, string, float. Okay, so basic these three are being used everywhere. Okay, so basic data type, oh sorry, if I basic data types. Okay, so the basic data types are int, okay, float, and string. Okay, now so these are the various data types. So int is just a number, integer from, you can say, from negative to, like this is a natural number including the negative numbers as well, like it can have negative number, zero, or positive number. Everything comes under it int. Okay, and what is float then? So float is something, okay, so float is decimal part. Okay, so float is decimal part. So we'll see an example of each. Okay, let's come here. Now let's take an example of int. Okay, int. Okay, so int. Yeah. So a is equals to 5. Okay, this is an int. Correct. A is equals to 5. This is an int. B is equals to minus 5. This is also an integer data type, right? C is equals to 0. This is also an integer data type. Now I told you this is an integer data type. This all minus 5, 5 or 0. All the things that is being stored in a variable ABC are integer data type. But why will you believe me, right? Let's give you an proof for that. So in Python, to know about any variables data type or any data type, what we do, we use a keyword called type. Type is a method with which we can see the data types. Okay, now let's see. Print, okay, type of a. What it will do, it will just print what type of data type a has, variable a has. And when I run this, okay, oh sorry, see, this time I did a mistake. What mistake? So first of all, I'll go here. Okay, syntax error. Where? Line number 1. Oh, I guess, yeah, what I see, because this is not no syntax. Okay, so I have to comment it out, right? So this is how we like debug the things, right? So now I can see class int. So in Python, everything comes under class. Like everything gets converted into, has its own class, and it gets converted into that. So that is very vast topic. We'll go after like we'll go into that like later. Okay, first here let's see this. Okay, so here type of a is just a, right? Type of a is int. So I just defined here na int. That's what now I have proved myself like I was correct. So these all things are in like you can say like integer data type. Now let's see all the three. Okay, and I'll just change the variable name. Now let's see, we'll get three ints. Okay, that means a variable a, b, and c, all the types are like integer. Okay, now let's move to different one and let's see float value. Okay, float. Now here again I'll take x is equals to 5.5. As I told, float is something a decimal part. Okay, 5.5, y will be, I can say, minus 9.543 542 ND, and z will be 5 point, a big number. Okay, now let's see. Now let's again see this things. Okay, I'll just copy it from here and paste it over here to just save the time. Okay, and I'll just change the variables. Okay, sorry. Okay, now as I told you, these are the float data types, and let's prove that. And when I run this, I'm getting, see, float data type, right? Done. Now let's move to string data type. Okay. Again, for a string, I'll be using m is equals to, okay, like abc. Okay, so as I told you, to like define string, we are using this like what we say. I can say like this is that. I just the name just skipped. Apostrophes. Okay, quotes. Yeah, sorry for that. Sometimes I do that. Okay, so to define any string, we use quotes. Okay, double quotes, right? Double or single quotes, anything can be happen. I'll give a demo for that. N is equals to, this time we'll be using single. Okay, def, correct. Now let's run this. Okay, not run this. Okay, let's check the type of it. I am saying it as a string. It is a string data type, but let's demonstrate it with like what it is actually. Okay, so again I'll just print this only. Okay, I'll just this time I'll remove this, and here I'll be doing m, here I'll be doing n. Okay, and I'll run that. Okay, I can see class str. Okay, done. Now what? Now okay, now we have seen about three different data types, right? Now let's move into something called converting the values, right? Converting the like, now let's learn about converting int to float or float to string. Like let's see the casting. So this conversion is known as casting in Python. So what is casting in Python? Casting means converting one data type to another data type. This is known as casting. Okay, now let's see that here. Okay, casting, converting, okay, sorry, converting one data, okay. Okay, so casting means converting one data type to another data type, right? Now let's see. So first of all, I'll define a x. In x I'll be giving say 5. Okay, again no, this time 10. Okay, here again I'll just, sorry, I don't read this much this time. Okay, I'll just print the type of a. Okay, so here it will be printed as a. Now to just demonstrate, I'll be writing here a line, converting the type of x. Okay, now here I will convert or cast. I'll be using the technical term that is cast. I'll cast the x data type, the data type of x into like from integer to string. Okay, what I'll do, okay, so what I'll do is what I can do simple is, okay, I'll take a one more variable, that is y, and simply, as you can see, for a string it is using it is coming a str, like not full string. For float is it is coming float, but f in small, and the same with the integer, it is coming with int, right, int. So what I'll do, I will just see. So the syntax of casting is, first we need to define which data type I want. What I want, I am converting, okay, converting the type of x from int to str. Okay, so this is what I am doing. Okay, so what I am doing is I am converting the integer data type to string data type. So what I need to do, first, in which data type I want to convert, that I'll be defining first. Okay, I have defined it string. After that, I'll give a bracket, and inside that I'll pass the variable or the value. Okay, for here I'll be just passing the variable x. Okay, now first of all I'll print y. Okay, and after that I'll print type of, okay, y. Okay, let's see what it is happening, correct? So here also let's just print first x. Okay, now if I run this whole program, let's see what is the output. Okay, first output for this is 10. Got it? Because we have printed x. After that we printed the type of x, that is we got class int. Okay, after that we are just converting, like we just printed an statement converting type of x from int to str. The same it is the converting type of x to x from int to str. After that there is y. We have done the operation, we have like casted the thing from integer to string, and after that it got we have printed again y. These things are same, but inside that the class has been sent. That means the data type has been sent. Why? Because of this ninth number 9. Because of this statement here, the y is now string. So this is how we can cast one data type to different data type, correct? Now, okay, now what? Yes, so there are, now we are done with that. Okay, now what we'll do, um okay, we'll see some rules for defining a variable. Okay, sorry, rules for defining the variables, correct? So what are the rules? So okay, first rule is, define, like, variables names are case sensitive. Okay, so variable names are case sensitive, correct? After that, variables always starts with a letter or a underscore. Okay, always starts with letter or underscore, that is this one. Okay, and it, sorry, it cannot start with numbers, cannot start with numbers. Okay, sorry, cannot start with numbers, correct? And yeah, variables can be of, like alphanumeric, we can use it. Okay, can be uh, alphanumeric. Okay, can be alphanumeric. Okay, I'm very bad with the spellings, just forgive me. Okay, so I'll just comment it out. So how we can comment it? So this is multiple line comment, so I'll be using triple quotes over here, and to end this also we will be using triple quotes over here. Okay, so this is what the rules for defining any variables. Let's see one by one. Okay, okay, let's see one by one very quickly. Okay, now, like, first of all, I'll be writing like, my var. Okay, so, like, yeah, to define any variable. Okay, so my var, we can start with this. Okay, and we can define it, right? After that, okay, we can also, like, we'll go with the things. Okay, my var. Okay, this is 2, correct? Now, cannot start with numbers, that is, like, we cannot start with 2 3 my var. Okay, now, what else? And this time my var. Okay, so these are the 4 things that we have seen. One more thing is there, sorry, my var is equals to 6. Okay, and again, what I'll see, I'll be seeing one more thing, alphanumeric, right? My var, again here I'll be putting 1 2 3 is equals to 10, right? Now I'll print one by one. Okay, so not here. Okay, I'll print just after that only. Print my var. Okay, I'll copy this. Again here I'll just change the variable name here, what it is, 23 my var. Okay, and here it is complete. Okay, here only I can add 1 2 3. Okay, now I'll explain this once. Let me show you an example. Yeah, so here now it is like quite, like, good to see. So okay, first of all, what always starts with letter or underscore. So to prove this point, I have used this name. So it is starting with letter, and this is starting with underscore, right? So point number 2 has been covered here, right? Cannot start with numbers. I have started with numbers. Let's see it is, like valid or not. Okay, after that, case sensitive. Okay, so here I have used same thing, my var. Okay, and here also my var. The difference is just here it is all in small letters, and here it is all in capital letters, right? Again, I'll take one more thing. I'll just take this all things, and again, something like only one also, like this time I'm taking just one, my m into a capital, rest all into small. Okay, and here I am using like 89. Okay, again here I'll be just removing this my var. Okay, so this is, then we have also seen the first one, first point, that is, this one, like case sensitive. Here the same thing we have used my where, but here in capital. So here only one letter in capital, and the last point is can be alphanumeric. Here the alphanumeric, like letter and numbers are there, right? Now I will print and see like what I am getting as an output. For printing, again I am saying I'm just printing, pressing in my keyboard shift plus enter, right? So what I got an invalid syntax. What error I got? Syntax error, right? Where I got invalid syntax, right? Where I got line number 16, line number 16. That means this is not valid, as I have written here cannot start with numbers. That is my point is valid and this is not valid, correct? I will just comment it out. Okay, I have just commented it out. Now again I will run that. This time I got the output. What I got the output? First print my var. I got one, whatever was stored in my var. Okay, here done, this one done. Now coming to second point, my var, it is totally different, so it has printed again different results, right? And third one, my var. So here we can see that both the things, correct? So again I have proved this second point here with starting with letters and underscore, done. This two worked, right? Now my where capital letter and small letter, correct? Again you can see the result is different. That means we can use it as a different variable. That means this is case sensitive. Again the same thing with this one single letter and the rest all same. Again the different output we got. That means this also got proved, and this can be alphanumeric. That fourth point, that also got proved. So this is what like the rules for defining a variable, correct? Now okay, so this was all about variables in Python. So I'll try to just share this notebook with the team so that they can share it with you, or this can be added in everywhere's description. This note link will be added. I'll try to add that. Okay, so bye bye guys, take care. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time, 5 p.m. Just be ready, be on time, and we'll be seeing more about it. Like we'll be seeing more things about it. Correct? Bye bye. Take care.